You are watching live coverage of the York Golf Invite on the York Striv channel, presented today by Cornerstone Bank. Thank you to the York Media Productions class, handling cameras and productions, and lets me just talk a little bit. And I got a new guy now. Parker Siza from York Radio is with us in the TV compound. Parker, thanks for joining us today.
Good afternoon, Eric. Pleasure to be along today. Windy day. I played golf in high school. This is the kind of day where you wake up, you look at the weather forecast at 7 o'clock in the morning, you go 45 mile per hour winds. Thankfully, it's a gorgeous day. Kind of hot, a little bit on the hot side, but without the wind, it'd be a little bit better. But it's going to cause some problems today, for sure.
Absolutely. This is the weather forecast that you wake up this morning and you go, why couldn't we play yesterday?
Right.
Even if it was 20 degrees cooler, we would have taken that. But yes, wind is going to be fun. Fun for us to watch, but not so much fun to play in. I think you're right. We've got live scoring here, and Golf Genius is handling the scoring this year. And each group, it is fun to see this, Parker, as golf scoring has become more a thing. Nebraska Golf Association has used this for a couple years. NGA does it at state as well, and now it's as easy as downloading the app on your phone and inputting your scores at the end of a hole, just like you were writing them down on the scorecard. So we have live scoring that's a little bit new and improved this year, and we could tell you that through 6 holes, Trey Bear of Beatrice was even, or still is even, through 6 holes. Logan Thurber of Norris and Ryan Sievers of York, both +1 through their first 6 holes. Emmanuel Jensen of York, he's playing with the JV squad. He started on the back 9, but he has played all 9 on the back and has scored +3. So a 38, I should say, for them. They're on the front, or on the back 9. So Emmanuel with a nice first 9 for him. Elijah Jensen just a shot back. He's at +4 through 8 in a bunch of them, actually. Carson Thurber of Norris. We mentioned Eliza Jensen of York, Marley Jensen of York, Brock Rowley of Norris, and Sean Rethmeyer of Crete, all at +4 through varying numbers of holes. You've been out here at York before, obviously, Parker. Our focus for the coverage today focuses on 15, 16, 17, and 18. So what do you see with this big south wind on hole 15?
With 15, the south wind, it obviously makes it a little bit easier. You can get something down there. Where it's going to get tough is 16 and 17, especially 17. I heard you talk about, this hole earlier, and it's right outside our perch here. One of the most interesting holes in the entire state, and it's going to cause guys to not really try to go for it. We're seeing some drivers. Guys can get it to that second tier right before they get to that green. We've seen a lot of short irons on 17 today as well. But, this course today, there's a lot of holes that are a lot easier with this wind, but it's going to create some difficulty on when you turn into the wind, which is mainly coming out of the southwest. Yeah,
we're taking a look at 17T here, and so basically that wind is coming almost straight across these guys as they're standing
right
on
over
the tee
their
box.
left shoulder.
Right over the left shoulder there. I think a lot of the drivers that we're seeing aren't necessarily thinking about the green.
Nope.
They're thinking about 13 fairway. They're thinking about the right side of the waist bunker area there, and to have a wedge essentially straight back into the wind. There's not a great way to play the 17th hole at York right now with this much wind.
But a lot of options.
Yeah.
We've seen a few. I've seen a few short irons, maybe low irons that get out to that tier, maybe about 180 yards.
Yeah.
But you see an iron right there from that player.
Yep. Coaches smarter than me also say if you're in doubt and you've got a good round going, it's 8 iron. And
right.
It's the easiest par 4 you could play because it's short iron, and you're home and you take your 2 putts and you get out of there. Maybe even hit the second one close and you give yourself a good birdie look. Another hole that gets a lot more interesting with the wind, maybe not as much here in the early spring when we don't have all of the foliage on the trees, but that's 16. We have normally such an elevated tee box that sometimes you're trying to flight that ball down to keep it above or keep it below the top of the tree line, and that's not as big of an issue with no leaves on the trees.
Right.
So that's a 3-tier green, and that's a tough one anyway.
One of the toughest greens to putt on. Yeah,
there you go. A little
well.
kidney bean shape back around that left-hand bunker. The tree, of course, there. And, yeah, I feel like sometimes the water is the least thought about thing on this hole because there's the big slope on the right. Obviously, you got to deal with the elevation change. There's the bunker. There's the tree. And, oh, by the way, if you really smother one, it's in the pond, and now you have a even tougher up and down from short of that pond usually. And then 18, the way it's playing today, if you can get something kind of roping around a right-to-left shot, you can run it up that fairway. We saw a couple guys last year that were about 20 yards short of that green side bunker. But what gets really tough, that 18th hole, and you can see even our camera angle is a little slanted, trying to lean into the wind a little bit. That is not an inaccurate representation of how that green slopes. That camera angle is from the left side of the green, so it is a front-to-back slope of the green, and with the wind, if you leave one short today, I don't know how you did it, first of all, but you're going to see a lot of balls that go over the back of the green, and you'll be chipping back up into the hill and into the wind.
I sat on that hole for a few minutes this morning, or I guess late this morning into the afternoon. I have not seen anybody hold that green on their second shot. They've either been chipping from behind the hole. Saw a chip in earlier today from a guy from behind the hole, but that's a very, very difficult green, and you talked about it. With that downwind, that's going to cause some issues today.
So we lost one of our cameras, so we're going to switch over to hole 17 here real quick so you can see that. And we will have more from the York Golf Invites our coverage today presented by Cornerstone Bank. Thanks for joining us on the York Striv channel.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know. It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank. Growing together.
Midland's mission is to inspire people to learn and lead in the world with purpose.
Welcome back to our coverage of the York Golf Invite here on Striv Sports and the Striv.tv/York channel. My name is Eric Allgood. Parker Siza is with us today, and Parker, it is not blowing any less than it was about an hour ago when we talked. In fact, it might have even increased just a little bit as well.
It feels like maybe sustained 25, 30 mile per hour, and we're getting over 40 mile per hour gusts here, it feels like. And it's not enjoyable for these guys out here. The good news is the weather is pretty perfect. You can't really ask for nicer temperatures, but the wind is causing difficulties today.
Yep, hole 15, what you're taking a look at right now, that is a back middle location as our camera is just off to the right side of that green, but yeah, pretty much back middle as far as the 15th hole location. Get you caught up on the scores on the course right now, as everyone, it looks like, has registered at least a 9-hole score. So York's Ryan Sievers and Emmanuel Jensen right now, first and second. Trey Bear of Beatrice was even through 6. Now he's +4 through 10 holes. So Ryan Sievers, he has played 10 holes. He started on the front 9, so 3 over on the front and a par there on 10, I believe.
Yeah.
For 3 over, that's really good golfing through that first 9.
Absolutely, and Ryan, he went on a run where he had a couple bogeys in a 3-hole, 4-hole stretch, but backed that up with some birdies as well. So I think through 5 holes there, holes 1 through 5, he was 1 over par without parring the hole. And so when you can, or without parring any holes, so when you get some bogeys, it's great to back it up with birdies.
And that's kind of one of the nice things about starting on the front. 1, today, straight down the wind, basically. 2, as tough as it is anyway, it's a par 3.5 on a normal day. On today, you call it a short par 4, and you kind of, if you make a 4, if you make it 3,
Heck of a birdie
outstanding
there for Ryan on 2.
Yeah, but then he birdies 2, right?
Yep.
And you also have a chance then on 3, going back up the hill, short-ish par 5. 4 is the par 3 coming across, and again, you'd have a big crosswind on 4. But then 5, for a lot of these players today, they're going to take out a driver, maybe even a 3 or 5 wood, and have a go at that green there on 5.
Yep, absolutely, and then you turn around the back 9, and then the holes we got here today, 2 holes that are into the wind, 16, 17, and you're with the wind rather on 15 and 18.
So, again, some of the scoring, Ryan Sievers is first right now, 3 over through 10. Emmanuel Jensen, 4 over, along with Trey Bear of Beatrice, 4 over. Trey has played his front 9 plus the 10th hole, along with Logan Thurber of Norris. Logan is +5 through 10 holes. He is joined by his teammate A.J. Combs, who is +5 through 9. So Norris has T4, T4, and T6 right now in the team scoring. Titans playing well here today as a group. Elijah Jensen playing on the varsity for York. He is at +6 through 10. Brock Rowley from Norris, he is solo 8th at +7 through 10 holes. And then you get into the +8s. There's 3 of those. Jackson Henry of GICC, Joel Jensen of York, Marley Jensen of York, all at +8 through their first 10, 11, or 12 holes. Jackson Henry is through the 12th hole, so we should see Jackson coming up here pretty soon in our coverage, starting there on hole 15. Then you get to the +9s. That's Sam Wallman of Beatrice, Brock Huskenfeld of Crete. Both are +9. Then Nick Fleming, Drew Gleason, and Seth Reimeyer of Crete are all at +10 through their 9 holes.
And how about the team scoring right now, too? Norris +23, York +25, Beatrice +41. You kind of got the Norris and York right there, 1 and 2. All their players are through holes 9 and 11, so they're going to go on their back 9. Could be an interesting race for the team title. Yep,
Drew Hammer of York is tied for 17th right now. He has +11 through 9. On his round. He started on the front as well. So some fun stuff. Don't forget, York Dukes Golf has tweeted out the live scoring link. We will hit retweet on that from Striv Sports as well. And, of course, you're watching us here on the York Striv channel. Media production class rolling at, what we got, 12, 15, something? 12
Good crew.
We got a crew is what we got, and we've had some rotation, so some are hanging out in the tent, getting out of the wind for a little bit, and others have just made their first attempt out in the elements. And I'm not quite sure, having set things up, but also having played in conditions like this, I'm not sure what's worth. Standing still, trying to hold a camera, not hold a camera, but position and man the camera, or actually playing golf and walking up and down the hills with the wind. I'm not sure what's worse at this point.
I'll tell you, I would not want to be competing out there today. It'd be a lot of anxiety, a lot of anxiousness into this wind. But although the camera too, it's a big pressure to hold that camera.
Well, somebody said if I get hit with a golf ball, I drop the camera, right? And I said, nah, please don't. I mean, don't get hit by a golf ball, but please don't drop the camera.
Hopefully there's a 4 yelled before.
Yeah,
that.
well, yeah. I don't know if you'd hear it, though.
No, that's true. That's true.
Windy
Pretty
as
loud.
it is. So, again, thanks for watching us today on the York Striv channel. Our York Golf Invite coverage presented by Cornerstone Bank.
I was in college down in Milford. My dad owns a couple trucks, so he brings them here. He's heard about the scholarship, told me about it, I applied. But once I graduated from college, came straight here, started working right away. Here, if I have questions, all the techs are real helpful. Come talk to them. Then also got training down in Omaha we get sent to for engine and truck side. I would recommend truck center companies to people that are looking because it's a good place to start out, really gain knowledge from here.
At Pantry, the only thing more surprising than our variety of name brand snacks is the variety of people who walk through our front doors. And at this point, nothing you ask for surprises us. From tube chips, tri-cornered tortilla crisps, icing bluffs, pressurized buttery corn puffs, meat missiles, small people covered in sour crystals, protein cocoon, pizza chews, tree sprites, chocolate stripes, stuff we can't advertise. Sweet, salty, also sour, adolescent jet powder. No matter who you are or what you're craving, we got it. Pump up your day at Pumpin' Pantry.
Back here for the York Golf Invite on Striv TV. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon. It is a breezy one out here at the Country Club, and we are going to take you through a flyover from much more benign conditions from a couple of years ago. A flyover and some insights on holes 15 through 18 with three-time York Amateur champion Tyler Chapman.
The 15th hole at York Country Club is a medium-length par 4 that plays slightly uphill. The ideal angle would be from the left center of the fairway to avoid the trees on the right off the tee. The second shot plays about a club longer uphill, and it's very important to be underneath the hole, as this is one of the most severe slope greens on the golf course, especially to a front hole location. With a good drive, it's a decent birdie opportunity. The 16th hole at York Country Club is a downhill par 3 that plays to a 3-tiered green. Protected by a bunker and water left, club selection is critical here. Depending on hole location, birdies are possible, but plenty of trouble looms to the back left pin location. We now come to the 17th hole at York Country Club. With multiple options off the tee and trouble everywhere, this is the ultimate risk-reward par 4. The safe play is 2 short irons. However, longer hitters will want to take a crack at this green. The most exacting hole location is usually front left, as that portion of the green is very small. A well-executed tee shot can lead to birdie or even eagle. However, a miss off the tee and a big number usually follow. The closing hole at York Country Club is another medium-length par 4 that plays slightly uphill to a green that slopes away from the player. A long drive is critical here to set up a shorter iron to stop the ball on the green. Often playing downwind, a miss over the green leaves a much easier up and down than any shot left short of the green. The green looks easy enough, but be careful as several rounds have ended with a 3-putt here.
And again, a big thank you to Tyler for voicing that over. One of the cool things, Ben Mohorn from a couple years ago with the flyover. So yeah, that was actually, the flyover was done in 2019, so we have seen some changes to the golf course since then. One of those changes actually is just to the left of your view right now, the tree line between holes 17 and 18. Perhaps you have seen it. It has been drastically reduced. A concerted effort to remove some trees, especially between 17 and 18. I also know that hole 1 and a lot of, and some on hole number 9 as well, look very, very different. And, you know, trees are a really good thing until on a golf course they're just too much. And here in York, there had reached a point where there was just a few too many trees. But I can tell you, just looking out down the 17th hole, and of course then you would be coming back up the 18th hole, just a whole lot more available shots to a golfer. It had been so penal if you had hit it in those left trees off of 17 or 18, you had next to no chance of actually getting a shot to go forward towards the green. Well, now with some tree removal, you have those options, and so that's a really cool thing. And hats off to the membership for recognizing that and getting that done. This was actually ended up being a pretty good winter for that type of work, right? It was fairly mild. In fact, you might say we've had a worse spring than what we did for the winter right now, as far as comparatively. So. But a great job by the membership here at York Country Club, improving the play of their golf course. It's probably going to improve the turf as well in some of these places, but it's definitely going to improve just the overall function. Airflow around the course is going to be a lot different and a lot better probably as well. So we've got York Golf Invite on right now. Thank you for joining us on Striv's coverage, presented by Cornerstone Bank. welcome back to the Striv coverage of the York Golf Invite. And yes, it is still very, very windy. We have had to eschew the rain fly because it was acting as a parachute to take the tent away. But now we've found out that we actually do need 2 people physically holding the tent down outside. So today's coverage brought to you by Jordan Hebner and Levi Loof, and anchoring things as they go. Eric Allgood and Parker Siza with you this afternoon as the golfers continue to make their way around this course. And Parker, we have mentioned the conditions. They are as brutal as you can want. I was asked the question earlier, though. As a golfer, would you rather have it hot and windy like this, or cold and rainy and no wind?
Oh, 100% hot and windy. Give me hot and windy all the time.
Oh,
Why? What do you say?
Give me no wind.
No wind?
Give me
Okay.
no wind, and I'll halfway know where it's going.
I just don't like the wind, period. Whenever there is wind, in high school golf, of course, these golfers out here, they have no choice. I'm sure a lot of them eager to compete, and but at the same time, you're going, oh boy, yeah, it's tough. But these guys practice in this all the time. I mean, it's not atypical for this time of year, but now when I see wind nowadays, it's all right. I'll stay home today.
Right.
Or
right.
head out, do some yard work, something else. Yeah.
This bears mentioning. I was thinking about this. This is the warmest day of golf since last state golf for these guys, for these players. So let's get you caught up on the scoring as we have had the 5th to last group. So the first of the York varsity groups has come through 15 now. So we'll get you the latest score updates. And tied for first right now, York's Emmanuel Jensen, who is playing as on the JV squad. Emmanuel is 5 over through 16.
Really good.
And he started on number 10, so he is finishing up with just number 8 and 9 left at +5. So Emmanuel playing really good golf today. AJ Combs of Norris, equally as good golf. He has scored through 9 holes. That's what I have on my app. Also at +5. So he started on the front 9, so 5 over on the front. That's a 40 on the front, which would feel like 35, 32 maybe on most normal days. Really good golf from
And it says here
AJ Combs.
he's got a quadruple bogey too in his round. He's got an 8 on the 7th hole. Am I looking at the right one right there? But he's still hanging in. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, that's AJ. Yeah, wow, AJ
And
Combs.
8.
And 8.
It's still hanging in there.
It's
A couple birdies on the front 9 as well, but yeah, front 9 40.
Okay.
Plus the scoring's a little bit off,
Right.
but-
Trey Bear of Beatrice, Carson Thurber of Norris, and Elijah Jensen of York all are tied for 3rd right now at +6. So there's just one shot between 1st and 5th place. Then you go back to Logan Thurber from Norris is currently 6th by himself at +7. Ryan Sievers of York, who was at +3 at the turn, is now at +8. He is solo 7th, and Brock Rowley of Norris is +9, and he is solo 8th. Drew Gleason of Beatrice +10. So 5 shots between 1st and 9th. Essentially, as again, that the first of the last 5 groups coming through. I know that was the Yorks 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that is where our coverage of the invite will wrap up here today. But seeing some groups coming off of hole 16 here in just a second. We'll take you over to 16 here real quick. And you see the tee box we're using today isn't all the way back, so this is one step down the normal white tee box where these guys are playing from today. And that pin is on that 2nd tier on the right side. Actually, it's just beyond the first ridge, if you will. So it's not an easy pin. There's no easy pin anywhere on that green, of course, but that might be, I'd say that might be about as easy as it gets today.
You're seeing a lot of guys play toward that tree on the left side, toward that bunker, and they're trying to get that ball to have the wind push back toward that whole location. A lot of times they're kind of cooking it a little bit too much, and that wind is going to push it. We've seen some balls be on that hill that's on the right side of that hole. So this is a tough shot today, too. It's a short one, obviously about 160, something around there, but difficult shot with kind of a crosswind that's a little bit more into the players.
And, we had talked about it earlier that when you have all of the leaves out on the trees, you might normally be trying to flight that thing about as low as you can and keep it under the top of the tree line. But with no leaves on the trees, it doesn't make a huge difference.
Yep.
In fact, it might swirl a little more than usual. So flighting it down still isn't a bad idea if you have that shot. Again, we want to remind you our coverage today is being provided by Cornerstone Bank and the York Media Productions class. Levi Loof heads up this class, and I think we've had 12, 15 different kids out here running cameras, directing, running our audio. Yes, why have you been enjoying such lovely music today? Well, we wanted to have the birds. That was one of the first things. The first year that we did this, we got so many comments on, we can hear the birds, we can hear the click of the club. Unfortunately, today you wouldn't hear nothing but a rumble. That's just the way the wind would be going, and we don't have the kind of stuff to really negate that. So you've been listening to a live YouTube channel, I think, most of the days.
Pretty much,
is what we decided to go with.
With your special guest, the Wind.
Right.
The Wind is the co-host today.
Right.
Taking a lot of the broadcast up.
Yep. And then production as well. And again, thank you to all of our advertising partners on Striv that make stuff like this possible. It's just it's a fun thing for us. And Parker, we've done some fun things with Striv has done some fun things with the York radio stations this year, part of a new partnership with Nebraska Rural Radio. If you want to talk about what we've done so far this year?
Well, with Crossroads Conference events that have taken place at the York City Auditorium and around York, the volleyball tournament that took place last October, getting to call that not only on the radio but to be on Striv TV as well, really gets to expand both of our networks, both of our coverages, and also doing basketball in the winter months. And was at the end of January.
Yep.
When we were there at the York City Auditorium, 2 good finals. I remember that day, and so yes, and it's been a great partnership, and glad to be out here as well, getting to call golf myself for the first time. And obviously, we love playing this sport, and it's fun to call too. It can be fun.
It is. So, again, we want to say thank you to everyone who has tuned in today as we continue to go through the final 5 groups of the York Golf Invite. A reminder that once the play concludes outside, we will take you inside for the awards, which I believe are going to be inside. They're not doing that outside this year. But they will be inside for that as we tear down and try not to fly away a little bit later on here this afternoon. Thanks for watching us on the York Striv channel for the York Golf Invite presented by Cornerstone Bank. All right, so on hole 16, our final group has reached the tee as the end of a breezy day here at the York Golf Invite is getting closer to a conclusion. The group featuring Ryan Sievers of York. And this very difficult par 3 down the hill, the wind howling from the players left, really at their backside, just going across to the right. Wants to push all the balls up into that hill or into the trees on the right side, so it's a difficult proposition to maintain where your shot is going. And after these guys make their way off of the tee, we'll be able to show you, here in just a minute, we'll be able to show you the updated scoring just as soon as these guys are done. What feels like a little pitch down to the green. It's even more difficult with that wind howling across. You know, the hats off, because they've been blown off today, but the hats off go to the golf course superintendents across the Midwest. It has been a remarkably dry winter for your yard. You don't necessarily notice. You kick the sprinklers on at some point. Maybe some of you already have. And the green grass pops back fairly quickly. It's been pretty cold, so that's why not everything's green. But for a golf course, these golf course superintendents, they want some snow cover. They actually want moisture on top of the grass throughout the winter, because that does two things. First of all, it helps the grass retain the moisture it needs to grow when it's warm enough again. And also, it keeps the golfers off the grass to keep from matting it down. It's actually twofold. So there was, on plenty of courses this winter, there was, I did see postings, and I know York Country Club was one, that we got into February and March, and they actually had to close the course because too much grass had been trampled down. So we'll get you to a scorecard update now. And that's where we stand as these last groups reach the 16th green, including York's Ryan Sievers. This means they're all finishing up on 17 and 18 here as well. While we wait on that last group on 16, we'll check you over to hole 17 with the penultimate group. Also, this group still waiting on the tee box. Couple of drivers in hand, couple of irons, some fairway woods. The production tent that we set up here for Striv has taken a beating today. I'm not sure it'll last another invite like this. Hopefully there's not too many more invites like this anyway, though. But again, a huge thank you to the York Media Productions class. This is really their production. We just kind of help support it with some equipment and some different ideas and toys, if you will. But this is a student-run production through and through, from the graphics to when the commercials play. It is truly a group effort. So thank you to all of them, and Levi Loof, their teacher and director, making sure everyone's in the right spot. Jordan Heapner, our support manager for Striv, helped put a lot of stuff together today. Excited to announce that our Dante Bullhauer was here for a behind-the-scenes video. So hoping to get that out here in the next couple of weeks, so that you see not just what happened on the production, but that you also get to see how that production came to be. And so we're excited to see what Dante can put together for that. And kind of in a holding pattern as the last group is making their way to the 16th green. The second to last group on the course is waiting on the tee box that you see there on 17. We do have some action going on the 18th green as well.
Switching to Allstate is easy, and saving is even easier. Click for a low auto rate today.
Small business owners know they've got to be prepared for anything.
You gotta be prepared!
And when you use Constant Contact,
And again, our final group playing the 18th green here at the York Golf Invite. Once this group has completed, we will head inside for the awards. We'll get out of the wind for a moment, although we still have to pack everything up outside here. Again, we want to say thank you for watching our student-run broadcast of the York Golf Invite presented by Cornerstone Bank. Also, thank you to Parker Siza of York Radio, KTMX, for joining us on some of the check-ins throughout the day today. I know he's had live updates as well on the radio. Been a fun partnership with the group out of York, and yeah, it wouldn't be a windy Nebraska day without the corn stalks blowing across the green. That is not piping in any extra, no extra bird sound. Sorry, folks, we didn't quite have it in the budget for that here today. So we'll get you some action here on the 18th green, and then we'll head inside for awards coming up soon. Okay, some joyous hands celebrating the fact that the round is over. Well done to these players who have braved the conditions out here at the York Golf Invite today. And we want to say thank you to the York Media Production class for all of their hard work. And now our coverage will head inside for the award ceremony. Coming up in just a few minutes, you'll see a looping video for a while until we get things set up inside for awards. Stay with us on the York Striv channel. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club.
15th hole at York Country Club is a medium-length par 4 that plays slightly uphill. The ideal angle would be from the left center of the fairway to avoid the trees on the right off the tee. The second shot plays about a club longer uphill, and it's very important to be underneath the hole, as this is one of the most severe slope greens on the golf course, especially to a front hole location. With a good drive, it's a decent birdie opportunity. The 16th hole at York Country Club is a downhill par 3 that plays to a 3-tiered green. Protected by a bunker and water left, club selection is critical here. Depending on hole location, birdies are possible, but plenty of trouble looms to the back left pin location. We now come to the 17th hole at York Country Club. With multiple options off the tee and trouble everywhere, this is the ultimate risk-reward par 4. The safe play is 2 short irons. However, longer hitters will want to take a crack at this green. The most exacting hole location is usually front left, as that portion of the green is very small. A well-executed tee shot can lead to birdie or even eagle. However, a miss off the tee and a big number usually follow. The closing hole at York Country Club is another medium-length par 4 that plays slightly uphill to a green that slopes away from the player. A long drive is critical here to set up a shorter iron to stop the ball on the green. Often playing downwind, a miss over the green leaves a much easier up and down than any shot left short of the green. The green looks easy enough, but be careful as several rounds have ended with a 3-putt here.
Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by...
The 15th hole at York Country Club is a medium...
Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club.
I was in college down in Milford. My dad owns a couple trucks, so he brings them here. He's heard about the scholarship, told me about it, I applied. But once I graduated from college, came straight here, started working right away. Here, if I have questions, all the techs are real helpful. Come talk to them. Then also got training down in Omaha we get sent to for engine and truck side. I would recommend truck center companies to people that are looking because it's a good place to start out, really gain knowledge from here.
Pumpkin Pantry, the only thing more surprising than our variety of name brand snacks is the variety of people who walk through our front doors. And at this point, nothing you ask for surprises us. From tube chips, tri-cornered tortilla crisps, icing bluffs, pressurized buttery corn puffs, meat missiles, small people covered in sour crystals, protein cocoon, pizza chews, tree sprites, chocolate stripes, stuff we can't advertise. Sweet, salty, also sour. Adolescent jet power. No matter who you are or what you're craving, we got it. Pump up your day at Pumpkin Pantry.
Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club.
To you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
Midland's mission is to inspire people to learn and lead in the world with purpose.
Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club. Hello, friends. Welcome to the York Golf Invite, presented by Cornerstone Bank, hosted by the York Country Club.
Putter head cover. You don't have to come get it now. You can sneakily, as you leave, slip over and grab it as you go. So we've got a head cover. So if you have an Odyssey you lost out there somewhere, you're good to go. We're going to do individual awards first. There were 80 players, I believe, in the field with the 16 teams. We ordered some breeze up to keep the mosquitoes off of you, so I think we did that good. And it was a rough day to play golf. And anybody that just finished today, good job of competing and getting her done. I'd like to thank, I know that Alicia behind the bar and her staff really worked hard all day long, keeping everybody fed and ready to go there. We had Gene Vincent, Barb Bowler doing all the scoring for us all day, Coach Sauter, our assistant coach here. Susan Kringle's the one that prepared everything and got all the stuff ready to go, and Striv TV coming and doing what they did. Coach Sauter's the one that does all the live scoring so people can follow back home. Just really takes a lot of people to make it to where we try and give you guys a good experience, and these guys make it first class. If we give them a round of applause, that'd be fantastic. The award recipients are 15th place, score of 88. There were several, another 88 in there, but that was good for 15th was Jackson Henry, GICC. Nice job, Jackson. There you go. 14th place was Nick Fleming from SCOTUS, and Nick had an 87. There you go. Also with an 87 and 13, Brock Husenfeld from Crete. Brock. Congratulations. 12th place from York, also 87, Marshall McCarthy. Okay, in 11th place, another 87, and another York, Elijah Jensen. Good job, buddy. 10th place, we had a lot of 87s today. Travis Tilford from Norris. Good job, Travis. In 9th place, 86, Ryan Sievers of York. Good. And in 8th place, 84, Marley Jensen of York. Good job, Ryan. In 7th place with 83, Brock Rowley, Norris. Good job, Brock. And 6th place, Sam Wallman, Beatrice with an 83 as well. And 5th place, another 83, Trey Bear. Yeah. Good job, Trey. 4th place with an 81, AJ Combs, Norris. Nice job, AJ.
Thanks.
3rd place, also an 81, Carson Thurber of Norris. I sure am saying Norris, so yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Our runner-up silver medalist with an 80, Logan Thurber. Make sure I got it. Is that our good cards for here?
Thank you.
Nice job. And today's medalist out of 80 players, the coach put him on the JV team for some reason. Emmanuel Jensen of York with a 77. I'm going to shake that broken hand number hard. Okay, all right, nice job. In the team race today, the runner-up went to York with a 346. York 346, second place. Come on, Cole. Nice job. And our team champion with the 325 in that hurricane. That's very impressive, fellas. The Norris Titans. Great job. That's good stuff. Okay. Thanks, everybody. And please, if anybody that's your head cover, don't forget it. Safe trip home. See you down the road.